Hello, and welcome to this tutorial on how to make a user interface or a window in Python using the module called pygame. To begin, let us define some variables that we will use to define the dimensions of the window that will pop up on the screen. So those variables will be screen width. I'm just making up this name. I'll set it to 800. And we also need an arbitrary height. I can set that equal to 600. Next, I'm going to make a function called display screen. This function will, of course, display the screen. I am just going to access the corresponding function of pygame, which is this display dot set mode. And now we need to input those two variables that we defined, screen width and screen height. Let's go ahead and run this code and see a glimpse of the window or the screen that will be displayed when I call start game and then display screen. I'm going to run the Python program and hopefully a window appears momentarily and then disappears as expected. The question then becomes, how do we get the screen that popped up to remain on the user's desktop? For this, we can just make a while loop and terminate the while loop when a certain condition is met, and that condition will be when the user clicks on the X on the right-hand side of the window. So I'm going to make another function that is called continue game. And this function will have a while loop. And all while loops require, or each while loop requires a condition. So we can make sure we incorporate the correct condition here. So we want this to run while continue equals true. Continue is a key word in Python. So what I can do is say something similar. Instead of continue, I can say proceed and set that equal to true by default. So then while proceed is true, we can cycle through all of the events in all of the events from the pygame module. So pygame.event.get. So here we have a bunch of events from pygame. We want to check if this specific event or the type of the event is equal to pygame.quit. So that's the X in the upper right corner of the screen. If that's the case, we will set proceed to false and the while loop will end. And finally, we want to quit the game, so we can write a function called end game. this will simply be pygame dot quit. So to utilize all of these different functions, I'm going to call continue game, and then um, this function will execute for as long as it can until the user presses that X, and then I want to call this function called endgame. All right, so let's see if this has the expected behavior. Running program, and we see a window. Oh, I forgot to make this an uppercase T, and this needs to be an uppercase F. Sorry about that. And let's try that again. The window is now persisting, and we can move it around the screen. And now if I press the X in the left corner, I think I was saying in the right corner, sorry about that. The window gracefully closes. So that is an overview of how to make a user interface or a screen with the pygame module. If you'd like to continue learning about pygame, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.